I'm Michelle Bernstein, chillaxing at the beach here in the Keys.
Okay, take it out. Let's get to going. Come on, let's go.
Okay, so I'm not actually in the Florida Keys, but the recipes on today's show will make you feel like you're there. And I'll have help with my special guest chef, Norman Van Aken, here on this Florida Keys edition of SoFlo Taste. This is South Florida. It's where I live and work. I'm Chef Michelle Bernstein. South Florida is more than sun, sand, and sea. It's a lifestyle of fashion, sound, culture, and of course, food. Food with taste from all over the world. Join me as we celebrate the food of South Florida and the people who love it. Join me as we experience SoFlo Taste. Hello, I'm Chef Michelle Bernstein here at the Miami Culinary Institute. Welcome to SoFlo Taste. This is the Key West show where I'm going to be bringing in Norman Van Aken in a little while. He is amazing, and he's here to talk about the food in Key West and to make a delicious dish. And I thought I would start the show with conch fritters. I can't imagine anything more apropos for a Keys show than conch fritters. So for a quick batter, I'll start with some all-purpose flour, salt, cayenne pepper, baking powder. Mix that all together. Add 1 egg to it. And then some milk. Now to that, you can pretty much add whatever flavors you like, but what I've done today is pretty traditional when it comes to the flavors inside of a conch fritter. Now, conch is something you can get at a lot of different places. We got our fresh conch from Delaware Chicken Farm and Seafood Market today. And a lot of people clean the conch. They take what they call the horn off, the harder part up here. But I use the whole thing, and I cut the pieces into slices, and then I throw it into a food processor until it grinds up and looks like this, these little bits. And I use a lot of conch in my conch fritters. To me, it's not about the breading, it's about the conch. That's a lot of conch in there. But I love it, and I mean, if you're going to make a conch fritter, you're going to make a conch fritter, right? It should be just filled with good conch meat. Then some traditional stuff, some little tiny dice of yellow onion, little tiny dice of celery, some fresh garlic. Now, you know, conch is always known as being very chewy, and I love the texture of conch, and I think that the fresher the conch, the more subtle it is, and it can be really beautifully tender if done the right way. Some chopped parsley, a little bit of green peppers, as well as jalapenos without the seeds. You can use serrano if you want it a little bit spicier, or move on to a habanero Scotch bonnet if you want it even hotter than that. Mix it together, add a little bit of salt. I'm going to add some black pepper. Most people would scream at me to use white, but I'm a black pepper fanatic. And when that all comes together, we're just going to go ahead and fry it. So I have oil set at about 350 degrees. And we're just going to let them get nice and golden. I brought along a little bit of simple cocktail sauce and some lime wedges. You can do a fancy aioli if you want to. You can do maybe a key lime mayonnaise if you wanted to. But I'm just really making traditional style conch fritters with some cocktail sauce. The way you'd get it at any good bar around the Keys. You see how these are turning? Nice and golden on the outside. You just want a beautifully golden brown fritter. I'm going to pull these out onto a little paper towel and season them with just a touch of salt. And you know what? They're nice and light and fluffy. That's a sign of a good fritter. With a little lime wedge. And there you have it, the beginning of a great Key West show. Come right back. For more information on today's show, or to see a previous episode, or just to ask me a question, please go to our website, SoFloTaste.com. It's your one-stop shop for everything SoFlo Taste. Celebrate the food of South Florida at SoFloTaste.com. It's the place to ask me a question or make a comment, especially good comments. Again, SoFloTaste.com. Now back to the cooking. How lucky am I to have Norman Van Aken on my Key West show, a man that needs no introduction, a man that can talk about the cuisine of Florida, especially in Key West. You're so incredible and so knowledgeable. Thank you for coming in today. Thanks for being here.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me, Michelle. It's always a pleasure to cook with you.
Thank you.
We
I don't think we
don't
do it
even
enough,
need
do we?
cameras.
We don't do it enough.
No, you're right. Let's change that.
Okay.
Now that
Done.
we're getting over 35.
You might be. I have a ways to go.
Well, this is a recipe that was one of the very first things I had encountered in Key West. There was a gentleman named Frank the Conch Salad Man that sold conch salad out of a pickle bucket at the Key West Sunset Celebration. And conch, of course, is so ubiquitous in Key West that the natives are called conchs. Our son was born in Key West. He's a conch. Not many communities name their citizens after gastropods.
No.
Our granddaughter is a conch as well. And so it's utilized in many, many different ways. And when we first got to Key West, you could just go off the pier there, harvest the conch yourself, and get it. And it was so fresh. But we do have aquaculture farming, and that's really good. And so today we've got some aquaculturally farmed conch, what's called #1 conch. And this has been totally trimmed, diced, and prepared for us by your loving staff.
How much do you trim it?
Well, the real part you take off is really this kind of fibrous flap that's on there, but the foot and the back are all completely edible, so there's almost no waste. On a regular fish, there's more like a 50% loss.
Yes.
So for conch, it's pretty good, except for the shell. You don't eat that. So this is a dish that's great for refreshment, great first course, great local flavors here, and you can mix this up,
And
Michelle.
it's really healthy.
Very healthy. I mean, it's so you can have this and then have like 4 or 5 daiquiris, and you'll be in good shape.
Sounds good.
So I'm just going to basically mix this all together, and we can talk about what we're doing. But here is the diced conch. Now the conch has been slightly salted with some kosher salt and a little bit of lime juice to begin this acidulation process, and that cures the conch in the sense of it sets up it, makes it a little bit more firm. So then you bite it, it's got this nice, not crunch, but a little bit.
You know, I've been nibbling on this.
I know, I love it. People like, you're eating raw
To
conch.
me, it's really tender. I think it's delicious.
I agree. It's already been salted, but we need a little bit of salt because you have to build the layers and flavors all the
This
way.
conch is so naturally sweet that it can take the salt.
Beautifully sweet.
Yeah.
And I love olive oil, so some extra virgin olive oil. And then really, this is child's play after this. You can use red onion, you can use a sweet onion, you can vary the peppers. Here we have yellow bell pepper, red bell pepper. I purposely use the firmer vegetables first. And here we have some jalapeno.
Is that your favorite chili for this?
You know, jalapenos, I think, either I'm getting more used to heat or jalapenos being bred to be lighter.
Well, they are the tamest, I think,
They're
of
very
those. You know, whether comparing it to a serrano, I think it's a lot more.
And when I go to the store, I often buy Serrano, so you say it better than I do. So now some cucumber.
You speak Spanish.
I don't speak.
I heard you speak Spanish in the kitchen.
Solamente la cocina.
¿Viste? Sí hablas español.
Sí. But our son speaks Spanish, and so he's the interpreter. And he tells me, Dad, you just murdered that word. And I'm like, okay, sorry, Justin. A little bit of fresh herbs, and use the herbs that you like, as you said before. And, you know, recipes are guideposts. We really, the most important thing is it's fresh,
Right.
local if you can.
This is so pretty already.
You go from that. Now, acidity is a big part of conch salad. Conch salad sounds like, you know, salad means Caesar salad to people or
Right.
mixed green salad.
Right.
It's really conch ceviche.
Okay.
But the Bahamians had so much to do with the history of Key West, and they would use this word or the word escabeche, yeah, which is not so well known even still in Florida.
Oh, it's so good. So you want to tell them about the different citruses you've got in there? I mean,
Sure.
it's obvious,
Lemon, lime, and orange. We always use that. And because they have different pH levels of acidity, and so you could say, well, why don't you just use all lime? Well, all lime is one note, and all orange is one
right.
note, and One's more sour, one's more sweet. People do know a little bit about sour oranges in South Florida. Don't usually use them here. And then
I mean, I love sour oranges, but they're a little bitter for ceviche, don't you think?
too bitter, yeah.
Yeah.
They're great for mojo.
Yeah.
And some nice tomato. Everything here now well mixed
My
together.
mouth is watering.
Do you like hot sauce?
I do. Is Tabasco your favorite?
No.
Do you have a favorite hot sauce?
You know, it seems to change over the years.
My mom's was Cholula.
Cholula's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's
I love sriracha, but I do not use it unless I'm using Asian food. I feel that the flavor profiles of sriracha are better with Asian food.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
So, we have this. We have avocado, if you like. We have a right-handed knife,
Yes, a right-handled knife.
a
That is
right-handed knife. And if the
Silly.
avocado's not ripe, the day that you're making your conch salad, don't feel compelled to have it. We have nice avocado here. And
Did
if
I
you could
do good
just
for
scoop
you?
that into that, you could.
Okay. You want me to scoop it in?
Yeah. And you can, as you said before, you need to taste and retaste because you always have to have this battery of
A lot of
spoons
spoons
to
around.
clean.
No
to go
doubt.
clean, yeah. No double dipping here.
May I?
Please.
Thanks.
I would serve that to my mother on her birthday, which is the guidepost of how I look at all food. When I say that to the young chefs that work with me, would you serve that to your mother on her birthday? Or on Mother's Day?
For me, it was serving it to my mother any time of day because my mother was my best and worst critic.
Mine was my mentor, and she remains my mentor even though she's invisible to most of us. She taught us so much about the love of food and the love of service. So now our avocado is on the bottom, so we're going to just bring that up a little bit.
Would you ever top that with a little sea salt or not so much? You don't
I
need
love
it.
that. Yeah,
Because you have some next to you if you're in the mood.
I'm in the mood. I can get right in that mood. So
You want to mix that up for you a little more?
Please.
Okay. Get some of that avocado to the top.
And then we serve lime on the side. People like to adjust the acidity. They like to adjust and you can have a bottle of hot sauce. This is very casual, you know, a very casual dish. This is something that you love to have within either the sound or the sight of the water itself of Key West.
I can taste the ocean when I eat this dish, which is, I think, the best thing in the world when you're eating food from here and food that's so just
If you can
natural.
imagine this guy Frank, on his bike at the sunset celebration, dipping his ladle into his bucket, and people just basically eating them out of the paper like snow cone things, watching the sun go down over the Gulf of Mexico in 1973, and all those beautiful hippie girls. Oh,
Allow me
yeah.
to be there.
You're going to fall in love.
So it's that recipe in this book?
It is.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, yeah.
Perfect.
And that's your copy, so
I
enjoy.
know. I hope it's signed.
It is.
Thank you. And your son is part of it as well.
Justin's the co-author. The first time we did a book together, and I can tell you something, if you want to learn about your child, write a book with them. Because fierce personalities, but we had a beautiful time.
I can only imagine. Well, as you can tell, Norman is not only an incredible chef, known, by the way, not just here in South Florida, he is internationally known. When people think about Florida cuisine, we only think of you. You are the master of it. And on top of that, he is such a beautiful speaker and such a beautiful writer. Thank you so much for coming today, and thank you for making this gorgeous conch salad. You are the best.
Thank you, Michelle.
And opening a cooking school soon. You want to tell them about that?
Yes, we are. We're opening a cooking school in Wynwood. It's a school called In the Kitchen with Norman Van Aken. And our partner Candace Walsh and Janet and I and our son Justin are going to operate a school basically not for degree, not for culinary students who wish to have a degree, but for anybody who wants to enhance and improve their game when it comes to cooking, and I think we all could. So we're going to teach people how to become more empowered.
And not to be so afraid of ingredients.
Yeah.
Head on fish. Things
Head
like
on
that.
fish.
Yeah.
And we're teaching kids and all of
That's
that.
wonderful.
So it's, you know, after 40 years in this business, I want to do something that leaves more about the educational process alone.
Well, you're a mentor for a lot of people, so I'm sure it'll be wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you, Norman. Thank you.
All right.
All right, we'll be back. To get a taste of what we made on today's show, at least two-dimensionally, go to SoFloTaste.com. It's the be-all, end-all of SoFlo Taste. Welcome back to the Key West Show, and what Key West Show would be complete without doing key lime pie. I'm not going to just make any key lime pie, though. I'm making one with a chocolate crust, a really delicious chocolatey chocolate crust. So you got to get the best thing. The chocolate wafers, the famous chocolate wafers, they're not everywhere, but if you can find them, get them. I ordered them on Amazon because I was tired of driving around trying to find them. They're incredible. They make the best crust. Chocolate graham crackers are good, but there's nothing better than making a crust with these things. So you take those wafers, you mix them with a little sugar and melted butter, and you make your crust. Now this is a very large pie pan. These are the ones that we use over at our restaurant, Crumb on Parchment. I love how large they are. They just make beautiful pies. At home, I'm sure that your pie plate is a lot smaller. So the recipe I will give you online at SoFloTaste.com is the one for a smaller pie pan, which most people have in their homes. The one I'm making today on the set, I just love the presentation of the large one, so that's what I'm making now. So this is how it is. You set it, you put it in the oven at about 325, 350 for only about 8 to 10 minutes, and then you have yourself a set pie crust. Okay, so to make the filling, it's the easiest thing in the world. You take some condensed milk. Now, I actually used juice of key limes for today's recipe. If you can't find fresh key limes, then use fresh limes. But don't go and buy that bottled stuff because it doesn't turn out as good. I always believe in using fresh citrus juices. And by the way, here are key limes. This is what they look like. They're nice and small. They've got a good punch of acid to them. Egg yolks. Mix them in. And this is a really large batter that I'm making here for that large plate. And if you wanted to make a big pie, then just go ahead and triple the recipe. That's all we did here. Fresh key lime juice, and then with a microplane, a little bit of the zest. And that makes a huge difference. If you're making a key lime pie, always put a little bit of fresh lime zest into the mix because it really gives it a really fresh bite of true lime flavor. There's nothing like the essence and the oils from the zest of citrus for your pies. Mix that all in. Now remember, of course, when you're making a larger pie, you just need it to bake longer. Not at a higher temperature, just longer. Add a good 20 minutes and then keep checking it from then on. Once this all mixes in, you take your prepared and then cooled crust and pour your filling into that crust right up to the top. Okay, then we're going to bake that. Once it's set, like this one, you can see all the zests in there, which really dramatically changes the flavor. I'll take a slice. First slice of pies always scares me. I never think it's going to come out perfectly. Let's see what happens here. Let's work it down a little bit. There we go. Ah, yes, beautiful. All right. So, of course, I have a little bit of fresh cream for the top. And you take a chunk of chocolate, and you can use a microplane, a grater, or a peeler, and just grate some bittersweet chocolate right on the top of your pie, just to give it a topping of some fresh bittersweet chocolate. And there you have it, my gorgeous key lime pie, straight from Key West, using a chocolate crust, some fresh grated chocolate. I hope you enjoyed this Key West show. I know I did. For more information on today's show, or to see a previous episode, or just to ask me a question, please go to our website, SoFloTaste.com. It's your one-stop shop for everything SoFlo Taste. Thanks for joining me today. I want to thank my very, very special guest, Chef Norman Van Aken. Next week, we're going to learn pasta fresca. It's the wonderful world of pasta next Saturday here on SoFlo Taste. Have a tasty week, and I'll see you then.